Kester, how's it going? Right, we're trying. I have the thing launched. Come on, anytime you're ready. Cancel. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. Capture specific window. The Polytopia window. This one. Interesting. Hold on, let's try to do... Okay, now it works. As soon as I switched the scene away, it's when it decides to work. I see. Alright. So, last week we did very mediocre. It's because I didn't go with the tried and true diplomacy strat. It is amazing how much diplomacy just is important for bigger free-for-all stuff. We did stay in Gold League, though. Despite our poor performance. It's fine. Our goal is 1,800 at least. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, just one other opponent on continents. Ah. Well, since it's continents, we're definitely going with a workshop. Passing the turn. Follow the fruit. Pass the turn. No point in picking up the lighthouse yet. I'm gonna grab a warrior. Pass the turn. I do want to pick up... Ooh, it's Polaris. Organization. We're gonna go back here. Grab the lighthouse. Level up our city. Get some resources. Head over here to grab another village. I thought it was gonna be right here. Fish. Fish. Now, we do have fishing, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that Explorer, try to find our opponent as quickly as possible, get the jump on them, hopefully. How's it going, Kester? It's great to see you. Glad you could make it. I'm going to go ahead and play support, fruit, and resources. We go here, warrior, moving out, pass the turn. Alrighty, so turn 5. Before we progress too much, where are we going from here? If I pick up farming, that gets me one step closer to a giant, or at least a farm. We'll go and grab farming, capture, and we pass this turn. 1v1 after the weekly challenge. I haven't played in a long time. Very rusty. Yeah, we could do a 1v1. You're gonna go right there. Ooh. we're going to go ahead and place a farm here. Get ourselves a workshop for even more economy. I think we just save our stars and pass this turn. Alright. Climbing tech. My naturally aggressive response here is I want to pick up writing. Shape the ruin? I'm okay taking that risk. I guess I could have. It's not the end of the world. I should have. Ooh. Biggest problem is the fact that there are walls here. Because I forget how many units I need. Bot command / bulk rider versus a warrior with walls. Because I need... Okay, 4 riders. So we can actually close this out pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and grab construction here. Capture. And then pass this turn. I'm gonna pick up hunting. We capture. But at this point, I should be able to just start leveling everything up, maximize my economy. Not awesome. We'll still train another warrior. That was a double. Hey, there's a ruin there. That's really good. Farm. Fish. Resources. Farm. Windmill. Population growth. Hunt. And a park. Because a giant's not going to do us anything over there. All the way over there, it's not going to do squat. Capture. I need you to recover. Pass this turn. I guess I could have killed it. We're just gonna level up as much as we can. Workshop. What to do if he places a defender on the wall? Hopefully he doesn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the hopeful play. Hopefully play. We're going to move here. Make sure we don't get... Just going to throw as many units forward as we can. I'm going to go and place a farm here with a Park of Fortune. Get ourselves another park. And in a couple turns, we should be able to start taking all their cities. We'll see. Who hasn't moved yet? I don't think we break the ice. Bots tend to like making defenders when they know they'll lose the city. Yeah, that's true. Ooh. Is it possible? You have 2 kills. I'm gonna go here. Road. Road. Bop-a-da-bop. I did it on goof. Well, we have forestry, so I should use it. Clear forest. Wow, the bot is spamming sleds on land. Their understanding is beyond our comprehension. We should take notes, right? Bop-a-da-bop. Bop-a-da-bop. No! Lousy. You should have used the calculator. I should have, but I don't have the mental capacity to care about it enough right now. Alrighty. It's fine. Never punished. Oh, I should have used a different unit. Oh well. Bop-a-da-bop. 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 Skadoosh. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop. Alright. Fruit. Fish. Workshop. Road. Road. We'll have them recover. But we'll have you break this ice. Wait, that doesn't matter. We just passed this turn. They still don't have climbing. The network monument is complete. Lumberhots. Fish is a free pop with resources. One, two. Windmill. Port. Resources. Grand Bazaar. Gate of Power. Super unit. There you go. Not necessary. Oh, I should have leveled this up. Oh well. Everything else is fine as is. Happy Polytopia Sunday! How's it going? What if you speak with a deep voice the whole time? In a world. Gonna go down to there. Gonna go down to there. My positioning of units is really bad lately. I don't want to be spending forever on these. I have to just let that go. Well, I'm gonna be able to fight for it, but... Road, you forward to here. Windmill. Fruit. Haunt. Haunt. Park. This reminds me of Sid Meier's Civilization. It should. It's kind of inspired by something like that. Just a quick, much quicker version of it. If I train a warrior here, the swordsman can siege, which is what I don't want. I'd rather the sled siege. We're just going to train a couple riders. Pass the turn. There we go. Now we can train a warrior, and we'll be just fine. We might as well veteran him a moment. Market. Market. You're close to... Now it's 986? Ooh. Thank you, OG. Kind of just need to heal up all these units for a turn. I don't think they're going to make it anywhere fast enough, is the problem. Arg. Bob-a-da-bop. 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 You just need like 14 more, right? We've been kind of around this point for a very long time. It's because I do more than just Polytopia. So, the YouTube algorithm does not like people doing more things than just obsessing over a single thing. So that is why we are still only at where we're at. That's fine, though. We're going to burn this forest, turn it into a farm. Windmill here. Do we do a border growth? What's your 1K sub special? I don't know. I definitely should have something, though. Cheers says, I don't think I could do something special enough to go that was worth it. I don't feel like I could accomplish something like that. I could think of something, but... Fish! Resources. Market. Market. Warrior. Rider. Two turns left. So, I kind of just need to clear everything out here. So you can go here. Secure this kill. How many kills do you have? Only one. Okay. What if I put a road here? Had you heard of superficial intelligence? Yes. Are we talking about the person or the concept? She's a creative person, good at music, animation, and a good friend too. Yes! Superficial intelligence is kind of here all the time. They're awesome. Yes, I definitely have heard of superficial intelligence. Ba-ba-da-bop. Ooh, that's a veteran. Ba-ba-da-bop. And I really just want to prevent any silly road play that they could potentially do. Yeah, I did not have nearly as good of a score as I thought I was going to be having. I should be good and as popular as her. I don't worry too much about popularity. We're going to take Free Spirit. Mining Smithery. Fish! Ooh, resources. Bop-a-da-bop. Your smile is kind of devious, not gonna lie. I mean, why would you say something like that? Mine, Forge. This will give us a lot more stars. Mine as well. Another park. We're just going to start disbanding everything we're not using. Try to squeak out as many... Confirm disbanding. So you're just like a villain sometimes. Cause I'm the bad guy. Yeah, it's that is perfectly valid. We're going to do a border growth just for as many points as possible. Oh well. Do I go ahead and disband this giant? I think so. With all these stars. I can place a forge. Get us a park, and we've already got a lot more points. I think we just disband this warrior. Mine. Forge. Park. Burn. A farm. Probably could have phrased that differently. Mine. Forge. Border growth. Mine. Hunt. Another park. I don't think I'm getting tax. I think we're just leveling everything up to the maximum degree. We're going to break the ice, so that way we can then build a bridge. Resources. That allows us to then build a road here, allowing us to get that lighthouse. Is there no place not connected yet? I mean, I could force out another one, but, is there any cheaper ways for me to get another park? I don't think so. I honestly think that's it when it comes to parks and all that. I'm just going to chop here. We can get a level here. Farm. I could do a border growth here. Fish, fish, fish. Clear this forest for a windmill. Another park. We're going to clear all these forests. So with 12 stars... $13 stars... I think I'm just going to go ahead and port for another park. I think that's it. Even if I disband all these guys, I can't afford another level up. So I don't think it's worth disbanding. I think we're better off just keeping those points. Not a terrible score. Hi. I never played Perfection, but always Domination. This is the weekly challenge. I pretty much always play Domination as well, but the weekly challenge is you're actually competing on the exact same map as everybody else, and it only lasts a week, and you're trying to get the highest score. We ranked 1,482. Honestly, did not do super great that time. I have not been doing super great lately. Alrighty. as much as I want to cover the beta, nobody's really playing the beta. But, Kester, you were wanting to do a 1v1. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and open up a window so it's less dark in here. Alrighty. So, here's the tribes that we have available. You know, it's been a while since we've actually played Hudrik. Oh, Dryland, okay. And off we go. Hudrik! So, with their archery, we really want to try to have our archer stay safe on the outside. Opponent started with 515, so turn 1 tribe with... fishing, hunting, or org, but it's... Oh, it could be Shinshi. Hey, Geom told me. It's been a while since I hung out. Hope you're doing well. Is this the beta? This is not the beta. There's not a lot of people playing the beta right now, so we're playing the weaker version of Hudrik right now. How's it going, Christopher? We're gonna go into the ruin. We're gonna pick up hunting. We're gonna capture. Level this up. Hunt. Hunt. For a workshop. Pass the turn. But I've been doing great. It's been a while since I've last seen you, Chris. Oh. We're gonna have to try to well, that's not good. Man, if only I had animals here so I could have explored. So I'm assuming our opponent's gonna do the smart thing and explore. We'll see. Glad to hear. I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering with a Final Fantasy set that came out. Oh, that is an amazing set. Do you have a favorite card from the new Final Fantasy? They gave me a first meeting bonus. I'm going to continue to go around the outside. Yeah, not a super great start for us, but we'll be fine. We're honestly going to be pretty fine. They may try to overwhelm us with riders, but we've got a very strong setup for archery. Archers are secretly goated. I'm trying to think about the idea and possibility that our opponent has, like, a rider here and can just road him over. We should respect the possibility of a nasty road play. But yeah, Chris, do you know what a cube is in Magic the Gathering? Aridin is the bomb in this set, but most of your favorite cards are Final Store 1 set from your favorite Final Fantasy. Tella is also mean the card is not that good. Of course. Hunt, hunt, explore. Go down! That was a very unfortunate place for a veteran swordsman. Yep, you know, cube. So yeah, I included quite a few of the Final Fantasy cards into my cube. I was needing to figure out how to add more enchantments into it. So the new summons were a great addition. My opponent's running away with the game. All right. He does have a rider back here to help on siege. So, which is your favorite summon enchantment creature? Overall, I think the mechanic itself is very good, so it's hard to just say, hey, I've got this favorite. Because it's able to get a creature on that exists on the board for more than, like, a turn. I think it's a beautiful integration of using sagas. Hunt. Workshop. Yeah, it's a really flavored way of implementing Summoning and Magic the Gathering. It is! I actually hope to see more creatures that use more Saga creatures. So I find it as a very interesting way. What other cards did I really like from the Final Fantasy set? Unfortunately, heroes feel underwhelming, not gonna lie. Chocobos. I love Chocobos. They're really they're awesome. So I don't think I would be implementing them as a landfall kind of creature. Lumberhot. Explore. Never punished! Our opponent built, like, nothing last turn. Yeah, maybe Hasty would have been better. Then they would play worse, though. So I don't know. I think you'd have to, like, look into the actual lore of Chocobos and figure out what's the best way to implement them. Because there is literally a game, Chocobo Dungeon, where you're playing... It's basically just a mystery dungeon game, but with Chocobos instead of... like a group of characters or Pokemon. It's literally the exact same thing. But that's its own thing. I don't know. We need to level this city up. One, two, resources. Border growth. Hunt. Hunt. Explore. We're fine. The unfortunate thing... Archer. This archer is going to be heading its way over to this village. Opponent's trying to put some pressure on us, but... I want to focus on economy. If I can... get my own... If I can improve the economy enough and then pivot over to roads, that'd be great. The best plan would be get mass level everything up. Oh, I never heard of this game. The Chocobo Dungeon? Yeah, it's on the... Wii? Pretty certain it's on the Wii. But I think there's another Chocobo hero game. I'm actually surprised they didn't really make a... Or maybe they did make a card about it? Well, no, they didn't. Because it would have been like a Chocobo hero. Unfortunate. I got introduced in the Final Fantasy series through the Crystal Chronicle games on the Nintendo DS. Now, we are a little bit behind when it comes to points. Our economy, I think, is roughly equal. But we can push out our first giant here. And the goal is... Are you gonna force trade? Are they trying to force out a trade? Repollo! I wonder when they'll make a Power World Dungeon game. I mean, there's already a dating sim. Bought an NDS specifically to play those. Yeah? Didn't they also, through digital download, get make their way to the Switch? I think they did. Bob-a-da-bop. Bob-a-da-bop. Butt up. With our archers, we force our opponent to have to train not riders on the front, which is great, because that's what we want. I need to remember not to be too aggressive. Our opponent's playing very aggressively here, so I can take advantage of that, play defensively, and for me, I can start pumping out my giants. Also, buckle in for a long game, guys, because this is not on a small map. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. They rushed knights. Cool that you have a cube though. How long you had it? I've been building it for about 8 years. It was about a year and a half ago when I said, heck it, and I just bought the cards because I was planning the entire cube out for a very, very long time. But then, you know, after 7 years of planning, I went, what's the point of planning out this cube thing if I'm never going to play it? So I just bought all the cards, and yeah, it's been great. I've been just swapping the cards out now as needed to help balance the cube and give it a better play experience. I do have the list on Cube Cobra. Yeah, I gotta go in and make it happen. It's always a work in progress. Exactly. I don't think there's any way our opponent can force their way all the way over to here. So we're going to train another safety archer. And we'll pass the turn. I do still have a monument. They rushed knights. How fascinating. I mean, I could pick up... Oops. What the heck? I could pick up defenders. Spam out defenders, and that should be that. Or I can just start spamming out giants. By the way, I accidentally spaced out for knights with just the natural play. That is somewhat fascinating. Do we know this opponent's 24-hour timer? It says we were waiting for them. Yeah, we know them. It's Kester. Yep, so they're able to kill the warrior. Pretty certain they were using a calculator. Nah, Kester is friend of Superficial Intelligence and, Chilito. Or at least Superficial Intelligence. They seem to know Chilito well, so I'm assuming they do. Makes sense. Yep. Double kill. Oh, they retreat back. I mean, they kind of have to, so. Do I just siege? We can just siege here. That knight will have to ask itself if that was worth his life. Right. So we now have to space out for knights appropriately. The Killer Monument is complete. Do I just put city walls here? I don't think so. I feel like this city's the one that's going to be receiving a lot more pressure. It's just there's currently a lot of units here at the exact moment. Tell you what, we'll level this city up. 1, 2... Lumber hots. So, let's talk about things from a strategic standpoint, right? All right. Wipe. All right, so let's now draw on the stream. Since it's 24 hours, we have this opportunity to talk about pressure. Right now, as we can clearly see here, we have 3 cities that are trying to apply pressure to Momos. We also naturally have 3 cities able to pressure here. So let's also swap the music to... Oh man, we got a whiteboard told me you got a new tech while you were gone. I did! But we have to be aware about one simple thing. They have riders all here, and these riders are all applying pressure to this city, and I cannot take this city while these riders exist. I want it, but I can't take it. So, first we're going to be taking this city over here. Then I need to be moving these units out here and here to form a natural wall so I can take this city. Because this city actually is contested until an actual wall has formed. We also have to assume that somewhere over here, knights, so we're just going to put a K. So knights could be going from any which way, shape, and form. So it's not here, not here. But this city could be, oops, it could be here, here, here. No, it cannot. This city could be here or here. And because of this tile here, it has to be on one of these 2 tiles. But we pretty much know there's a city on one of these 2 tiles. So we're just going to put a K here, because that would be the worst place for me for a knight to be. We also have to count out how far it can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of these cities are in danger of a potential knight. Because our opponent has not been spending a ton of resources, they've been saving, which is telling me they're about to be picking up roads. So, with the amount of pressure we have with these riders, plus a potential threat of eroded in knight, Just my gut is telling me I gotta build a wall here. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. For this city, we're gonna go ahead, fruit, lumber huts, lumber huts. We're gonna build a city wall, get ourselves a warrior. They have to get roads to unsiege. Yes, they also have to get roads to unsiege, but I still need to respect a potential play of knights, because all they need, I mean, this siege here could also be delaying it, and they may just have to throw in a knight and a rider, or just 2 roads. That's basically all they potentially have. But I think by building a wall here, so let's... that kind of sets a natural barrier, as well as we've got our zone of control here with these 3 cities, so, or these 3 forests. This city here is applying a lot of defensive pressure. I also, if I lose this city, I think I just lose the game. So placing a defensive wall here is going to be the best bet for us. Unless the knight has a clear path. I mean, yeah. So where do we go from here? Our opponent doesn't have a way to get to this archer at all. No matter what happens, even if they get roads. Just they don't have the star production. So we're going to train an archer here, pass the turn. There's nothing else for us to do. First person to lose the city is going to lose the game, probably. Maybe. It's more than likely going to be it. Oops. Bop-a-da-bop. I would like to get my own roads, but... would you consider border expanding Rywak? Yes. I could consider it just to be annoying against roads. So I think we're just picking up math here, right? Issue is math leads into... because they already have knights, which naturally counters cats. But, it's going to allow me to get a lot more giants and improve my economy a lot. So I think we still just go into mathematics. Yeah, my favorite reason to border expand is to be annoying. Yeah, it's actually a very legitimate reason to do a border growth. Is get in the opponent's way. But I don't think it's quite... I mean, it could be... It's probably... actually, now that... as we're talking about it, it probably is worth it. Just so that way the city is even further protected. Yeah, they are so heavily invested in their rider roads. Yep. I think we just continue to improve our economy as much as possible. As much as I really want to kill this warrior, that's bait. We're just going to move you onto here. I'd very much rather not trade any units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's good enough. Works for me. Alright, so they now have their first giant. We're actually pretty much tied when it comes to score, so I wouldn't worry too much about score at this point. Because I still have 2 monuments worth 400 each? I forget. How much are monuments worth again? I think they're 400 each. They are worth 400, so technically I'm in the lead. Because I have 800 additional points. It's like Catan.
Oh, but you didn't know I had a victory points card in my hand.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's basically a 7 versus 7. If once I get this city, it's a 7 versus 7 city game. I probably do need to just do a border growth here. For me, I'm going, the value! I can't even consider taking this city because of how many riders are here. So, a border growth does nothing except if my opponent somehow takes the city, it hurts them. And if I take the city, then we're equal in production. Even though, if they get the city, I'm in trouble, so... But our economy is about to explode! I feel like there's more cards from the Final Fantasy set that I wanted to include. That I did. What was it? Because it was more than just the sagas. What were they? Because it was the summons. Oh yeah, the side quests too. Because my cube, I focus on challenging the player in deck building decisions. And the side quests are another one of those things that, oh, you want to build your deck with fish in mind, and questions the player how are you gonna assemble your deck? In some way, which way, shape, and form. We're probably gonna need walls on this city over here on our southern border as well. There we go. Currently a 6 versus 7 city game. This city here should be getting a city wall. If it doesn't, I'd be surprised. We are going to focus on leveling Rywake up. The blue and black side quests are good. I would try to avoid the other ones. I mean, the red one follows what red wants to do in just a typical set. The white... Which one was white again? Oh, the catch a fish actually fits very well with a lot of the other cards in the cube. I would actually say that the white side quest actually synergizes best with what my cube does. White can be good for a cool build around. Yeah, because I also specifically have a card in the cube that you kind of want to find a way to sacrifice your artifact. Alright, clear forest. Sawmill. Lumber huts. Border growth. Sawmill. Lumber huts. We're going to go ahead and build up that city wall. Opponent very annoyed right now. Possibly. I also got 2 monuments, so I can do a surprise giants if need be. But, because this actually also protects this village all the way over here very well. Now only these 2 riders are threatening it, because previously they had a whole bunch of potential pressure. All of them could easily just ride in over to here. But now the only way for them is they have to be on these tiles and they have to road up to this way in order to pressure this city. I also still need to respect a potential knight just hiding somewhere in the fog, ready to just chain at any moment, which it's a minor headache, but right now we're in a position where we can actually prepare and defend against it. The game to take whole stream? It probably will. This is also why I don't play Drylands. They are rushing out. Another giant for the front line? I mean, we're just going to get cats. And so it goes. They torn our home, make for the heart without delay. So what am I trying to do? I am trying to improve my economy as much as I can in this short period of time as possible. So we're just going to keep improving our economy. Mm-hmm. Did they just give me the village? I mean, they're assuming it's a free kill. Not a terrible assumption. But nothing is truly ever free in this world. So if I move my archer to here, to ping, to bring this down to 4, they can secure the kill on my archer here. I do still want to get free damage, though. So if we just move our archer to here, and then ping, and then reduce it down to 4, what that does accomplish is it moves the archer away from the village, unfortunately, but then we could just follow up. You are trying to draw this game out so you can catch up on economy? Pretty much. I mean, I actually have more economy than my opponent. It's just I have less production. I would like to have my economy run away with this game, but I'm kind of set up in a way where ooh, hunt, fruit, oh, workshop, hunt, fruit, and lumber huts, resources. Do I want to go ahead and build a cat? Probably. If I build a cat here, I guarantee myself getting this village. Our opponent's trying to prevent us from getting this village as long as possible, but I could also quickly level this up. I think we just go full economy. Lumber huts. Border growth. I do need a place for the market, so we're just going to clear this forest here. And then Hunt. Lumber halts. Clear forest. And lumber halts. Super unit. We also have to remember our opponent still has roads, so any knights that they could potentially have can easily make it over to here and try to chain if they wanted to. But I also still have 2 monuments, so any knights problems that they try to give me, not really that big of an issue. Our opponent is now trying to go for economy, which is bad for us. So I need to be applying a little bit more pressure. Issue is I can't apply pressure with the giant, or else my giant just dies. I'm not really in a position to apply pressure. Another play I could have done is forced out a giant here with my double monuments, kill this rider here, just to be annoying, but they get a free kill. So it's not really like that impressive a play. Now, if it was with a swordsman to do that, then that would be something, because then suddenly they have to throw a lot just to kill that swordsman. I honestly think my best bet is I need to pivot into markets, get those markets set up. This is just a bad city, my goodness. So our opponent does not have a tier 3 tech. So we can have the better economy, throw a lot at our opponent, and then just win. So that's kind of what I plan on doing. A lot about pressure is about to be thrown at Lobber. Oh. I've got a tie-dye fidget spinner. Our opponent was successful in delaying how long it took for us to get this village, so on that part it was good. But I should... Well, I mean, with all these roads... 1, 2, 3, 4... Nope. Basically, I mean, they can have a knight here in the clouds still, but... It's only... pretty much just their units that are right... here. Well, I guess here as well. Are the only units that are going to be a threat to me. Oh, my turn. Alright, we're going to start sending this giant over as well, just in case. Alrighty. Castle fighting! I'm new to Polytopia. I don't get how defenders do like 11 damage when it's their turn, but I get a defender and it looks like 1 and takes 7 damage. Well... So... Is it a defender that you're fighting against? Or... Is the defender riding a unit? Or... Is it wielding a sword? Because... Defenders really don't do a lot of damage. I know it's not the right time, but just gotta say I'm finishing a Gangler Ignis to breed for base. In some point received charged rifle schematic level 4 nice circly when you got it. Nice! Yeah, that's a lot of riders. I mean, they think they prevented me from getting it. All they did is delay me getting it for 2 turns. But that's also awesome, Vampiric Fox. Welcome to Polytopia. How much does the charged rifle do? If you don't mind me asking. So our opponent invested a lot into that turn. Not gonna lie, though, it was kind of predicted and expected. It applies a little bit of pressure to us, sure, but... Base weapon is 12,500 per shot, according to the tech tree. Let you know what the level 4 does. So you're telling me my rifle's not the best weapon in the game? Impossible. Oh boy, another giant. This is the part where things get very dangerous for me. I like it. Of course, you have to be level 65 to craft the ammo for it. So sorry. That's fine. Gives me something to look forward to. I'm only level 40, you know, so... What's in the ruin? A swordsman! This warrior already has a kill. So, just gotta be a little careful. Can I get away with another turn of just not? I mean, the center is right over here, so... I can't, unfortunately, like, throw a unit to this tile to force a push to this tile so I can kill this rider, just to be a little extra annoying. You could definitely go here, though. Do I spend another set of resources just to protect? I don't think so. This doesn't look like a game I'd enjoy playing from the looks of it. Right? That's fine. No worries. Lumber halt, and we're going to go ahead and place a Gate of Power here. Super units. That's perfectly fine. Not every game's for everybody. This is not the exact match I'd say to watch to be introducing Polytopia to people. Yeah. I'm just going to train a couple more cats. I think I just need to train a unit, regardless. Alright, there you go. So hopefully we can wait 2 turns in the nearby future so we can actually pick up markets. I'm actually really disappointed how terrible this city here is. Once I get roads, though, I can level it up and get a giant, but... Can't wait till that's relevant on turn 30. Right. I mean, our opponent's trying to prevent us from getting this city. So this city here actually is very important, because our opponent, if we zoom out... Ooh, they got a knight. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, and we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is supposed to be our 7th. The issue is we're unable to get it. Can you make another giant to push your existing one to get zone control enough to capture the village? I'd like to. I mean... I can get roads. I can afford roads. Roads works too. Yep, looks like I'm going to be getting roads. They are exerting a lot of pressure, though. I don't know if they have enough units to be successful with this push. I don't think so. Especially since they're forcing me to get roads. It is going to be a lot of pressure. You know, don't let that be an understatement, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As long as that line, back line holds, you're okay. Yeah, as long as it holds, we'll be fine. It's going to be uncomfortable, but I need to get markets set up in my back cities. He just moved the giant back, right? So he's not exerting the pressure that he needs to. So I think we're fine. And I'm not going to be training any units in this back city this turn, so... Ooh. It's right here. It's where that other city is. This is an uncomfortable amount of pressure. I think it's impossible for them to actually break through on this side, so... One, two, three, four, five. I don't see them breaking through this and then getting to back here. One, two... I mean, they can. I guess they absolutely can, so... Get explore here? Yeah, I can. Probably want to as well, just so I have that extra vision. We'll just pass the turn. He's gonna try to heal up his giants. That's fine. What I probably should have done is just do a border growth here. Just to add a little bit of extra protection for my backline all the way here. Would I want to get climbing before? Probably not. That detracts from the plan. of trying to get markets. So, my opponent's doing a good job at trying to slow down my economic growth. Because they know they have the production advantage. Well, had. It's about to go away, but they had the production advantage. But if I finish getting markets, they're going to be in trouble. Now, they realistically could spend this turn picking up mathematics. So that way they could then be picking it. Interesting. Yeah, that city has good resources too. Yeah. Yeah, this city, we're going to definitely want to do a border growth here as well. But that'll protect this front. This doesn't need city walls. Oh no! It's a lot of resources they're investing in that they're about to lose. Because right now, I safely defend all of this. It does delay my markets for a turn. I don't think this was the right play. And I'm just going to continue playing fast, because I'm trying to speed things along, so... Sorry if there's one thing that's done minorly unoptimally, but... Essentially, what's about to happen is... This is going to secure a kill here, this is going to go here, secure this kill, this will go here, secure this kill, this will secure this kill, along with the archer, this will secure this kill, we're going to go in here, we're going to capture here, move on down, down, down... We want to also keep these spreaded out, so we're just going to move these two over to here. So that takes care of all of those. This can go here, get ourselves a free kill. That is a good trade for us. Oops. This might as well go here and get a free ping. Our turn basically plays itself at this point. Because we did have everything very well defended. So our opponent just threw in a lot of resources, and they're not going to get much back from it. Feature request to map out your turns like that in game. Right? Didn't know I needed it until now. Sort of like how on online chess sites you can pre-move your next 10 turns. Hold on, let me just pull a Hikaru real fast. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh no. The turn is still the exact same. They failed to get a knight where they really needed to, though. The 2 HP, that 2 poor 2 health swordsman, right? I mean, he did his job. He's a veteran. Fortunately, I can't... I don't think it's worth picking up. I think we're going to go and place the lumber halts here. I want to explore. Let's get that vision. Honestly, very good vision for me. Do I even train? Do I train a rider here? I think we train a rider here. Pass turn. Opponent has a ruin they don't know about. Right? Can our opponent siege? Yes, they can, but, we can get a lot of damage on that giant that attempts to siege. Plus, we now have roads, so these riders don't have the mobility that our opponent thinks they have anymore. They're also spending a lot on knights. Wait, we can just kill the giant. I don't need to do a push. Yoda, how's it going? This game's been going on for a while. I unfortunately accepted a game I didn't realize was set to 24 hours, so... 'tis but a shame. I see. Really? Okay. Oh boy, they have markets. So they got markets before I did, which is really unfortunate. This knight here is really bad. For me. It's really bad for me. Alrighty. I think we're still just going to go ahead and follow through with this. We're going to road here, road here. Lumber Hots. Park of Fortune. I have to make a giant here. Ah, that's not what I wanted. All right. This can go here. And yeah, that was pretty bad over there. Not gonna be the end of the world. I wish I could move this catapult forward, but we can't. So we're just gonna move this unit forward and pass the turn. But we've actually got a somewhat scary push starting to be threatening. Really gets rid of the giants instead. Okay. I don't know if that's the right play. Because I'm about to have a lot of pressure on this city over here. So I can also start getting my own markets here in just a moment. I mean, they got 5 stars back for that, but, again, I don't know if 5 stars is worth that. But maybe. It's just... I mean, it does them no good to retreat it, I guess. Yeah, that was probably the best play there, but... the amount of pressure they put on this side has naturally led me doing a large counter push on this side as well. It did weaken my more vulnerable side, because this is where my capital is. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and chain those, 2 cats. No reason not to. And then decides to hit the giant. I guess. But now my giant can road forward. Can I get away with spending a turn not Is that a vet? It is not. Not training units. I think that's my bigger question, is can I get away with it? Because if I can, I would very much rather just get markets set up here in the back now. Or do I just go with strategy? Strategy gives me a really big, scary wall. Protect the cats in the future. I think our opponent realizes they're in trouble because this city is now pretty much permanently under threat of being sieged. Ooh, they gave me a free road. How many kills are you at? 0. Alright. So I just need you to heal if you're allowed to. They've got the better economy, so at this point, I need to apply pressure so they're not able to snowball further out of control. So I actually do need to spend a turn just applying pressure. However, I don't want to throw away units applying this pressure, so gotta be smart about it. This city is threats of being sieged. This city is threat of being sieged. They have 2 cities that are at threat of being sieged. So unless they get defenders... They still go with the knight? So this knight can't reach my capital. And that's important. Don't want to just trade giants? Kinda. Ooh. We're just gonna trade. It is worth trading a 2 HP unit in. See if we can position this catapult here to apply extra pressure. Just gonna go with a cheap rider. Lumber halts. We're going to do a border growth. I think that's that. They actually have no unit capable of killing it in one shot. Ah, but this rider does. Oh, but then that rider... Yeah, I'm just going to place it here. If I train a warrior there, I risk a chain, which I don't want to do. I can clear this forest for a defensive rider that can potentially road wherever I need it to go in 2 turns. Pass turn. Alright, hopefully next turn I can start building my markets, because I've been delaying them for a very long time. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop. Our opponent does not have a lot of units, so... In actuality, this is now the time for me to start improving my economy. Markets. Yeah, that was bad. I needed to have focused on border growthing over here. Losing this tile was very bad for me. Uh... My opponent's a little bit further ahead of me than in Tex, so I technically am at a disadvantage. I should get climbing. Well, not next turn. I just need to improve my economy, get those markets. So once I get markets, I can easily get knights. Once I get knights, it all becomes a battle of positioning. Come on, Kester, take your turn, man. I'm sorry, but it's taking a while every single turn. No matter what, he dies, right? Yeah. Come on, sacrifice it. There you go. Alrighty. Dang, I put it in the wrong spot. One, two, three. You can just build a road and kill the rider. Alright. There we go. Because I have enough units on the board, I can actually just not train units for a turn, and we're fine. Should be able to defend this city. My battery is at 19%, so it may stop in like an hour. Take your turns. Come on, we've been playing for an hour and a half, man. It's a large map. I know you're trying to min-max it, but this game's been dragging on for a while. So go do what you gotta do. I want you to do your best, but also this game is dragging on. So let's see. I should have enough. Oops, I need that. No, easy. Ooh. Another giant. I'm getting a third. Ooh. Hits the cat. Another knight. I'm sorry, it's gotten pretty quiet. So, there's just, at this point, it really just comes down to positioning for everything. We're at the point where we have a strong economy. Not too much else left to say about that. If I can prevent my opponent from being able to train units on 2 of their cities while producing on all of mine, then by default we win. They are trying to pressure Lobber, which they should have sieged it with the Giant and body blocked. I think they would have had it, but I mean, Kester probably, after me telling him, gonna take the turns, trying to speed up a little bit. But also, we are playing on a live stream. I'm trying to help move things along. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude. This game has been dragging on for a while. Alrighty. Alright, how do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3. You have 60 stars per turn. I mean, I'm at 43. I can easily boost it. Because that's what I'm working on. I don't need to do a border growth there. All right. Alrighty, honestly, I don't think you may win this. You don't have to move for in games having so much units to move. Right, it can get tricky. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yuck. Why am I missing? All right, we're just gonna do 1, 2. Road goes here. All right, there we go. I mean, all we're trying to do is reduce our opponent's stars per turn and apply enough pressure to where they can't do much else except for defend. at this point. It's really bad that I lost this tile. I don't think you understand how bad that was. It was really bad to lose that tile. I should have done a border growth there way earlier. I gotta sleep now. Bye-bye and good luck on your future games. Dang! Alrighty. Well, thanks for playing, Kester. I mean, that was a 2-hour game, so... In the future, please do live games. In smaller maps, at least, for the live streams are encouraged. In actual 24-hour games, this is perfectly fine. But, yeah, because Kester's in a spot. It's, what, 2 a.m. for you right now, Kester? But, yeah. So, the game was definitely not over. But it just... This is kind of a mirror setup of these 4 are going to be pressuring this way, whereas these 4 are applying pressure this way. So technically, it's a good map, but I definitely had the disadvantage. I lost so many turns by this city being so far away. Because you would argue the same thing about, oh, well, this city was the same distance from the capital, but this city is threatened by the enemy, whereas their farthest city is not. Dude, it's 2 a.m. for me, so we'll probably lose because they're so sleepy. Yeah. Honestly, this game could still go either way. Don't know which... I can't finish this game either. So... economy-wise, we're pretty much equal. I just need to do a little bit, and I'm already caught up on the economy front. But, it really comes down to, do I lose the city? Because while our opponent has these cats right here, once I pick up Chivalry, which is probably happening next turn, we're immediately trying to get rid of one of these units. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can threaten these cats. So the cats would be forced to be all the way over here, which isn't terrible, but then that means I can apply pressure to this city over here just fine. I'm going to summon Cloud Glider for in-game the in-game master for this. Yeah, this definitely is a unit positioning game of... You need to build enough of a front, apply pressure here while taking this city is essentially the goal that needs to happen. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing for my end over here of... I would be training 3 knights, get the 3 knights positioned over here so that way I can threaten a wraparound. Because, honestly, if you've been producing knights and then just having them in this area right over here, you're applying a lot of pressure to my capital. Because there's nothing I could do about protecting this from roads. Same thing, like, you can't protect this from roads. It's actually interesting how much of a mirror map this is. It's just, unfortunately, my capital is way more exposed than yours. But the moment that, like, a lot of knights start palling up over here, I have to get all of my cats pretty much here. Ali! What are we thinking about the beta? I think the beta's good. This is not a beta game. This was a normal game. But this probably is going to be my, last game. Because I need to eat. And then figure out what I'm doing after this. But the beta's amazing. The beta definitely would have had me in a much better position than I was this game. I would have been able to level up and have a stronger economy versus my opponent. But yeah. So, again, this one was pretty much just anyone's game. Why 24-hour? I wasn't paying attention when my opponent created the game, so that's on me, but that was a mistake. Because, yeah, the turns definitely ended up taking a while in some cases. But yeah, I won't be able to finish this game. So. I'm gonna flip a coin. Where is a coin? I don't have a coin. I don't care. I'm just gonna go ahead and resign. We're done. But yeah. So, it was an okay game. There's a reason I don't like Drylands. I don't find Drylands super exciting. I can play it, but meh. Alrighty. It's a recipe for not finishing games. Exactly. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. I'm gonna go ahead. This is a good place to call it for the stream. If I do stream some more, I'm sorry for all you that's here for Polytopia, but I'm making excellent progress on my hardcore POW world. We are approaching the end game where I'm needing to build together a strong team. No, why resign? I can't finish the game. So, the game's not going to be finished. If you say we'll finish it later, I'm not. I'm sorry. I've got too much going on. And I can't reliably finish, so I would just time out. Alrighty. So, I'm going to go and just call it here. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. I hope y'all found it relaxing. If y'all fell asleep, sleep well, rest well, relax, and have a good one.